Okay, hey guys, just back recording another video here, also streaming at the same time. So yeah, continuing with Leyline in the main, still expecting to run into Jund, although I haven't in the last couple of videos. Other than that, I'm running 3 Cartouche in the main, 3 Grispoon. I've cut the Sentinel's Eyes and I've gone back to 2 Spider Umbra. That's as far as the main deck's concerned, and as far as the sideboard, I'm trying out Torpor Orb again. There's a lot of ETB stuff running around, so I'm bringing that in. Just removing 1 cage and 1 path to help make room for that. So with all that out the way, jump across into a league. I was having to play around with spirits before. Got pretty wrecked by a couple of decks there. I think maybe it needs collected company to be good. Not sure. Not sure. Alright, so we are in the draw. We don't have 2 land and we don't have a Boggle, so we'll ship this one. This hand, no source of totem armor for our creature, so we're going to have to ship this one too. Our creature being Dried Arbor. Alright, so we'll keep this, and then we'll bottom Forest, and we'll bottom Cartouche. Okay. Just gonna lead on the Temple Garden here. Sort of sucks a little bit going down to 5, but we'll see what we can draw off the top of our deck. I think I've versed this guy before. I can't remember what he's on though. Is it Dredge? Basic Forest. Alright, looks like it's a Jund that didn't keep a Thoughtseize hand. So here we want to be able to play around Liliana, so I'm not gonna get that second land fetch just yet, just so I can hold it up for Dryad Arbor so we don't get Liliana blown out. Just gonna let him attack. No, he's not attacking. Interesting. Alright, so now we can crack this land. It's a good draw. I'm assuming my opponent's just going to try to Assassin Trophy and block here. Still going on the Boggle, but we'll get the card draw. I don't think he has Liliana. I imagine he would have jammed it last turn if he did. Alright, So we've got a Boggle for if we need a reset. Now we just need some auras if that was to happen, but we'll see what our opponent does here. Yeah, so it is an abrupt decay. Now he's got a 3/4 and a clean block here, which is a shame, but it looks like our core Spirit Dancer is living, which is at least good. Unless he's bolting it end step, Fatal Push. Lightning Bolt. Alright, opponent's got it all. Maybe a don't attack there? If I don't attack there, I don't lose the Spider Umbra, but I still lose everything else. Alright, so it's Croxer. We'll get rid of our Boggle. Look to draw 1 mana aura and win. And like attack for a lot, I mean. Okay, so he's attacking. Yeah, I think this game might be a little bit too far gone. I'm not anywhere near killing him, so I'm just going to keep running 6 in check instead of pressuring his life total. So that's a Blood Braid. See what that gets. Lightning Bolt's fine. So he's attacking for 7 and we have to block. So you got Thoughtseize. I'll skip at the Thoughtseize. Nope. Okay. It's not very handy. We can cycle this, try to find Cartouche of Solidarity, and then chump block the Tarmogoyf. Take 2. No, we don't. So we'll just concede. That's game 1 done. And I have been in the past bringing Suppression Field in for second work around Liliana, but I'm going to bring in Rest in Peace instead because they've now got that Croxer, and it hits. I think they play 3 Croxer, and then 4 Goyf, 2 Skoos, run in 6. It interrupts a lot of their deck and what their deck does. So cards to take out, probably these Spider Umbras. And yeah, just run the list like that. Don't want to do too much here, don't need to do too much here. Okay, we'll be on the play. Alright, yeah, this sounds great. We'll keep it. Having Cartouche in your main deck gives you an out to Liliana in the main deck, other than Leyline of Sanctity. It also chumps blocks mono red prowess creatures and things like that, and it can't be redirected by Spellskite. So a few cool little bits of text in there. On my opponent, I'm probably taking the Cartouche here, but he might just take Daybreak. Okay, he's taking Ethereal. We've drawn an Ethereal. Alright. Well, let's cast Ethereal. So I could have played the Cartouche there, but it leaves the token vulnerable to removal this next turn. And I guess not casting it leaves it vulnerable to being discarded to my opponent's spells. But it's taken the Daybreak, so if he's got another discard spell, we've been got. If not, hopefully we can draw a creature or a fetch land. Alright, well we didn't draw fetch land, but we just got to go for it. Hope he doesn't have the removal now. It's either lightning bolt or fatal push at the end of this turn, with Liliana next turn would beat us, but if not, we will be winning. Alright, let's just come in tapped. So we've got Liliana protection, and then we can just jam Daybreak, attack with a big creature. Crocs is not going to do it. It'll get rid of Daybreak, but that's all it's going to do. Alright, cool. So he's conceded. I don't think we want to change anything. We'll just run the same list back. Alright, we'll mulligan this. Pretty garbage hand. So we can keep, but it dies to removal. I think we can go better. Alright, this looks better to me. So, bottom a ley line. I think I want to just bottom double land in case he has Assassin's Trophy. Kind of awkward because I want to curve out on lands, but also Assassin's Trophy is really good against us. Alright, so we drew our second land drop, and now we're just looking for gas off the top of our deck. Tarmogoyf is fine. We can't attack into it at the moment unless we draw something. We do not draw anything. Alright, so Rancor's a pretty free play. If they blow it up, it goes back to our hand. I might just... Depends on what we draw, but I might leave this Windswept Teeth in hand in case he plays Croxer, so I can save a Rancor if he removes Rancor and then plays Croxer. It depends what he does this next turn. So Liliana plus here. Alright. Looks like we don't have that choice. It's discarded Fatal Push down to 3 cards. Just looking to protect Liliana at the moment. Alright, we rip Gas. So now we can attack. We'll be attacking Lily here, not his life total. We want to get that down while we can. If he blocks here, he loses his creature. But if they uptick it any further, it's going to be hard to kill. And then they could just abrupt decay our Hyena Umbra here, and we're right back to not being able to attack. And impending, versing an impending Liliana emblem, or ultimate, sorry. She does an emblem. That's this guy, Ren. Alright, opponent's attacking us, which sort of indicates he doesn't have any removal. We're probably just going to ignore this Renin 6 and just go face now. Renin 6 is not really as scary as Liliana is. Hi, Alan. How you going? Yeah, maybe I should have. Yeah, I was just concerned about the removal from Assassin's Trophy or Abrupt Decay on a high in Umbra and me not being able to attack it afterwards. I wouldn't normally do that if I wasn't so aura light. But yeah, good advice, Alan. Alright, so we'll just go for the attack here. Could be awkward actually. If they remove my Rancor here, we'll have a 3-3 and he'll go up to a 4-5. Or is he activating Raging Ravine and blocking? Well, that can't be overly great for him. So we're gonna do damage to the Tarmogoyf first. Okay. Yeah. Alright, thanks for the advice. Yeah, Alan, appreciate it. Obviously, you play a lot of Abzan, so you probably know it from the perspective of my opponent. The fact he's activating his Raging Ravine to block and spending 5 mana to block for an aura seems like a good sign to me. Have you been playing much Magic recently, Alan? What's my opponent doing? Colligan's command to return creature, and did he target himself to discard a card? He did too. Okay. Yeah. So you're playing online or are you playing in store, Alan? Says he's playing modern sometimes. As for the cube, yeah, it's a bit of a precarious time we're in at the moment. What with our coronavirus friend. Only on paper, yeah. Alright, so opponent on 6 here. So we'll drop our land. No, it's crazy how much is shutting down around the place. Borders, flights, everything. Lots of small businesses suffering, which is really, really bad to see. Alright, well he's got his Croxer now, so hopefully we can draw something. Got lots of auras that would do good stuff. How the other day? Is he still on E-Tron? Fatal pushes Reality Smasher into Chalice. What does Fatal push? Oh, sweet. Yeah, no, that's an awesome line, man. Obstinate Baloth. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, we'll cycle this Horizon Canopy. I guess it depends on what he puts Chalice on, right? Alright, looks like our opponent's starting to stabilize, but they don't have a graveyard anymore. All they've got is this stupid 6/6. It's It's good that it doesn't give that trigger when it attacks as well. With the way that Prime Titan does it, I expect these to as well. Yeah, but you just force the discard to the ability and then get Baloth out for free, so that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I can't say I have that sweet lines, any sweet lines like that with this deck. About as interactive as it gets is me playing Dramoka's Command in the sideboard, and that's it. Opponent's attacking here. Right. I think we've got a block here, or else our opponent can kill us with the next attack trigger. Come on, Horizon. Do a thing. It's not very helpful. No, it's not trying to be interactive, you're right. Well, we can't attack here or we die. We got a block. I reckon, no, I would have had to have interacted with Liliana. Alright, we need Daybreak off the top here. This stage, or an Ethereal Armor. Oh no, the Raging Ravine goes to a 4/4, right, we're just dead. Damn. Well, we blanked on a few draws, mild to 5, that's a shame, but didn't quite get there. Alright. Match 2. Gabrielle 86. We're on the play. We can definitely see a better 6 or even a better 5, so I'm going to ship this. This is marginally better. Still not anything I'm excited about though. So we'll bottom Cartouche here. Get our Leyline out. Get our Boggle out. And then if we don't draw land, at least our Ethereal Armor will attack for 3. Alright, we're versing Amulet. We draw land, that's amazing. Leyline can actually sort of serve a purpose in the first game as well, so that's quite nice. Guess which card in hand / in play is in your cube at the moment. Well, that depends on if you were talking about against Jund or against Amulet Titan here. I'm guessing you're talking about the Jund deck, and I would say Crox's in your cube, because it seems way spicier than anything in play at the moment. But if it's anything in play, I'd say the Amulet. He's getting Talaria West, which is a bummer. You can transmute that. In my current hand. Oh, you're playing Gristburn? Right. Yeah, Gristburn's a cool card. I just, it's a slightly weaker effect. Your crib actually has no coloured rares. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, again, I've never really gotten into cube, but I don't know, maybe if I'm ever free and you need an extra person, I can come on down. No, Gristbone's sweet, and I'm preferring it to Spirit Mantle at the moment, because Spirit Mantle costs 2 mana and it's important to be fast. Alright. Well, I feel like we get the damage in because we can always get it back later on, right? Losing our other auras is going to be awkward though. You started trying to foil your cube yet, Alan? Or you got more sense than to go on that sort of crazy journey? He's transmuting Talaria West. Looks like he's holding open. Yeah, nah, no way. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I couldn't ever see myself foiling something like a cube, but I've probably foiled more modern decks than I should have. Cube is meant to teach new players to play and draft. Okay, well that's a good idea. No wonder why you've dialed back the power level a little bit. Outside of some signed cards with obscure text, it's newbie free. So you haven't gone full, like, making it all in Japanese or Korean or something. No, that's a good idea, man. Why does my Boggle not want to play? Shit like Techless Bolts, yeah. Textless Condemn. Oh gosh. It's always nice to see cards which are cheaper on the text list because people actually want to know what they do. I think for a while the Japanese Monastery Mentor was cheaper than the English one because it had so much text on there. Alright, so we are looking for this Griffspoon. Alright, we got our opponent to 3. He seems to be bricking pretty hard. Oh no, he's stopped bricking. Alright. So is he just getting another Talaria West? Or a Valakut? Valakut would sort of show that he's got Druid or he's got a way to draw Druid. Alright, he's got Radiant Fountain and Slayer's Stronghold. We draw a Rancor though, so that's good. And we can attack for lethal by going wide. Alright, close game. Always nice to get game 1 against Amulet, I'll say that much. So take out Leyline and bring in my removal here. And I don't bother with Force of Vigor because that only hitting Amulet, which they can function without, is not really a great reason for me. Suppression Field will only really affect them cracking explosives. So actually, Torpor Orb No, that's not good enough either. Alright, so I'll probably just remove like a cartouche and go there. Alright. I'll open it up and have a quick look. Alright, we can keep this hand. Yikes, how many cards are in cubed? Is that 100? Or is it more? Cards 360. Wowzers. Yeah, I might have a look at that a little bit later. Yeah, but it sort of only hits Titan, and do I want to disrupt my own synergy to buy one turn? Because, like, me casting Torpor Orb is basically taking a full one of my turns, and then it only removes the ETB, and then when it attacks, he still gets the draw from it. So the fact that he's just got more mana than us, it sort of like, I don't know, I don't think it's the best. I'd just prefer to race. And then problem card wise, just deal with the Druid. 8 people to drag 3 packs of 15, so 360 is what you need. Okay, cool. Well, I didn't know that, but yeah, the matchup is a little bit like Druid is the important card that you need to deal with, and outside of that, you need to just try and dodge engineered explosives from knocking you out of it. But yeah, then you can sort of like shape the board state so that you have enough cards in hand to reset if he does cast engineered explosives and activate. So you can see my influence thinking how to disrupt them, and you're just like, just fucking kill them. Yeah, that's exactly right, man. That's exactly right. Alright, looks like our opponent might be casting the Druid, but he might need to retap that Cavern for colourless. Alright, now he's got some gross stuff happening. He can play another land, and he can bolt my face. It's only got one card in hand though, other than that land he just bounced. Okay, so let's go. Take some damage, we'll play our core, we'll enchant the Slippery Boggle, get a draw and attack. So get to put him to 8 here. It's pretty low. Hopefully my opponent only has lands in hand, and hopefully one of them isn't Valicult. Because I could very easily die to the amount of bounce lands and triggers from the Valicult between them being able to play 4 lands in a turn. Good news is if we live, just Griffsburn is enough to kill them. I don't think they get enough Valicult triggers to kill us either, and even with their attack dealing 3, I think I'm good. You dropped out for a while to go watch this.
Life going to do much auxiliary scouting? No, he's just gonna go fucking kill him. Do you remember one of the earliest lessons that we talked about in the day 9 game?
Is this StarCraft?
The best counter
Day
to
9, I guess is
almost
the game.
any strategy is just to go fucking kill him. What do I do if my opponent is moving out with a huge army and he's been defending with it and attacking me with it, and
we get that.
it's all gateway? You just go kill him, dude. You just go kill him. What if he decides to go 4-gate Mass Phoenix and I'm going Roaches? How do I transition to kill? Well, you kill him. You take your Roaches and you kill the guy that's trying to lift all of your Roaches. You kill him. Just killing him is an amazingly simple concept that eludes us because of all these random fears and assumptions and misjudgments that feels like real, genuine knowledge in our brain. Disregard all those thoughts and just go fucking kill him. So now what do we have? We have a Ling Hydra.
That guy sounds like he's a little no-nonsense. Okay. Game 3, Purple Mage. On the play. We can keep this. It's not super exciting, but it'll do. No, I've never played Day 9, man. I never played like Warcraft and the Warcraft mods back in the day. Played like a little bit of World of Warcraft on my mate's computer when I'd go over to his house and stuff. But yeah, not that. My massively favourite game was Knights of the Old Republic on the Xbox 1 and 2. That was fantastic. Day 9, he hosted both the International and MTG Worlds, I think. Okay, cool. So supporting different communities by the sounds of it. I'm guessing we're against Heliod combo. Shoot. Ooh. I almost just skipped through my turn. At least I get a 3 attack here, but definitely wasted 2 damage. And I'm super dead if they just cast that one card called Walking Ballista. Yeah, Leyline seems reasonable. I've got a little bit of stuff for it. Okay, cool. So looks like they bricked on land or creature. Just attack with both here. Alright, cross our fingers. Oh yeah, they do need to active. Heliod, you're right. They could just play Spike Feeder and win by virtue of life gain. Yeah, here we go. Like, how cheap is this crap? Like, it shouldn't be a win, you know? I'm guessing he's just gonna go for it. Yeah, it's alright. I know the combo. I just need you to do the active once and I don't care. Should probably make him demonstrate the loop, but like even then. Alright, so Dramoka's command is really, really good here. And then just some paths. And Grafdigger's Cage isn't too bad. Suppression Field is really good. Actually probably looking at cutting the ley lines here. It's just not enough room for everything. Suppression Session? Hey, I reckon that's a pretty good name, man. I like the way you typed it in caps as well. Something like that. We don't need to worry about fetching a Dryad Arbor here, right? So it could be super greedy, but I'm going to go for it. Oh no, we'd keep that if we had a Dryad. Alright, we'll keep this one. This looks really good. Unless our opponent's also running Path here, then it just looks sad. Yeah. It's also loose when you board in Cage. Court of Calling and Collected Company. That's why I've brought the Cage in. I'm pretty sure. I've at least seen Court of Calling when I've versed the deck, so... Path is Noble Hierarch to assert dominance here. What do you think? Oh, is he blanked on mana? He has blanked on mana. Alright, we miss a land drop, but we do kill him next turn, so that's nice. Let's see, Path's Core Spirit Dancer. We've got it. Yeah, there's the Coco, Alan. Druid! Oh, gross. They're running that combo as well with Druid and Viserys here. That's just dirty. Alright, let's enchant. And we've got enough now, right? Okay, we've got enough. So, they've got Viserys here as well, so this suppression field's looking even better now. I want to change anything here? I don't think so. Alright, let's just send it back. Ooh. Yeah. I'm gonna risk it. We've actually got an aura and a hate piece we can play off the green mana, so it's not as bad as it might look here. Alright, show me land. Devoted Druid. Opponent, why are you doing Devoted Druid stuff? That's not nice. Alright, we get a land. In MTD Judd system, 2-card combos that just win the game on the spot are considered especially heinous. Well, you put quote marks around that, so I'm assuming you've quoted that from somewhere, but I'm not sure where. I mean, the Devoted Druid Viserys combo doesn't just win the game on the spot. It needs a Walking Ballista or a what's it called? The 3-mana creature that lets them get cards from the top of their library. Duskwatch Recruiter. It's playing on lore and order tagline. Okay, gotcha. Captain Ranger of Eos. What 1-drop is he searching for? I'm guessing Walking Ballista, 1 or less. That's disgusting. Okay, looks like our opponent's got a whole bunch of not much going on here. Let's get rid of this stupid Captain Ranger of Eos. Even though I know that he's got Ballista, I need that off the table. Yeah, they are low on cards. No, it's yeah, but the issue is if I don't play it, he just uses the active from Captain and Ranger of Eos during my turn, and then I do nothing. Oh man, he's got Heliod and Ballista, but I mean, even if we yeah, we lose. Even if we didn't use that path, we would have lost to his same line. If we didn't use the path on the Captain Ranger of Eos, we couldn't interact with anything here, really. So, yeah. Need Dramoka's command to make him sack the Heliod. Yeah, it does silence me. Yeah, that card's annoying. Hate Bears and like Mardu, Death Shadow and things run it, and it's a bit annoying. What the guy's combo does, yeah, he gives his creature... Oh, you're talking about the combo of the Captain Ranger? That's just a tutor piece, I'm pretty sure, but with like an uptick. So we'll keep this. Yeah, so his combo is literally just Heliod with either Walking Ballista or a Spike Feeder. And then just make your opponent cry. But like, I can accept losing to Heliod Walking Ballista, but losing to Spike Feeder where he doesn't need to tap mana to gain life, and his win condition is just gain infinite amounts of 2 life, it just feels so cheap. So much cheaper than Ballista goes off. Yeah, Wayne did that to you in Soul Sisters, yeah. Lots of white decks run that card like white creature-based decks. Yeah, it does also tutor for their combo piece, so... Or one of their combo pieces. They probably have some form of interaction as well, like there's 1 mana Spike Feeder cannon thing that you sack for 2 mana and destroy an artifact or an enchantment. The win con of Infinite Life is that they then have time to find the damage half of it. Yeah, well, yeah, that's exactly right. That's the win condition, but that's like such a cheap win condition. Because it's like, I mean, I know he has to find the other half, but it's just so cheap. We're versing Storm here. Hopefully, Core Spirit Dancer doesn't die. Although Storm doesn't normally have Scalding Tarn unless he's running like a different land base. Could just be blue-red control. Spire buff makes me think Storm again. Alright, it's just jamming Baral here. See if we can find an ethereal armor. Yeah, I don't think Blue Moon or Blue-Red Control runs Sleight of Hand. It's only Storm that runs Sleight of Hand. But you're right. It could have been Kiki combo. Have you seen that Waikiki key combo deck, Alan, that uses ETBs to tutor up to Kiki Jiki and kill you with Kiki Resto? So your opponent can't kill us with Grape Shot here. Their best thing is kill our board. Or go wide with Empty the Warrens. So we don't need to concede here until we see a repeal that bounces Leyline. Or an Echoing Truth or something that does the same. No, but it sounds like some old pod lines. Yeah, it's sort of a little bit like pod, but weak to graveyard hate. So there's that you can bring in against them. Yeah. Usually, if you don't have Leyline off, if your opponent resolves one gifts, you just lose to Storm. Usually, but the fact I've got Leyline out, I can actually, just make him cry and concede. There we go. Got there. The classic uninteractive magic. So we want our graveyard hate here. And I used to be of the notion that bringing in removal was good to get their creature, and taking out ley lines because they can bounce the ley lines, but I had a talk with a different player and he leaves in his ley lines, brings in graveyard hate, and then just tries to race. So that's what I've been testing recently. So leave Grispoon in because it's good against the Empty the Warrens piece, and we'll just take out these cartouches. Yeah, that is what main deck Leyline does for me. A little bit of a dirty card. We'll keep this. It's not very interactive, so we could just die to what they're doing, but it's also... Are we going to mulligan for one of our 7 hate cards? Probably not. Yeah, let's start off with Windswept Teeth. Thin the deck a card. Yeah, like, literally the only people that care about like main deck Leyline, your Black-Green X players, your Storm players because it just stops them from killing you, and your Burn players. And then other than that, everyone else just goes meh. But when it's good, it's very good. He's got a guy. I was running Dismember for a while, so that I could kill things like Baral without giving my opponent land. And same with Thing in the Ice. Oh yeah, Death Shadow, yeah, it's good against them as well. Anything with discard, you're happy to have Leyline out for that matchup. Yeah, there might be some other combo decks that care about main Leyline. I'm not sure. Right, he's got the second guy. Has he got the combo? I will scoop to Gifts, which is fetching Ritual, Grape Shot, Past in Flames. Alright. Maybe my opponent does not have it. I think it's quite a common thing for a Storm deck to not force going off as well. For like an actual good Storm player, is he'll not force going off until he's slowly built up his board state to a point where he can go off the turn before he dies, off of having more resources and more land, more cards he's drawing off the top of his deck. So I'm guessing I'm versing quite an experienced Storm player here, because it does appear like that's what he's doing. Yeah. In some matchups, I feel like you don't care about Bogles interacting with you, though they do want to just play another dork and untap first. Yeah, I mean now they've got like literally all the mana. But yeah, I think they're just biding their time because they know that we can't kill them that quickly. The only way we would have got them real bad is if we played Graveyard Hate that turn. But then again, I probably would have slammed it the turn prior, rather than waiting a turn for my opponent to be like super safe and slow paced. Manamorphose. Interesting that Storm's got green. Are they like transitioning into Uro from the sideboard or something? Why's green in there? Sideboard Ancient Grudge? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Ancient Grudge and Veil of Summer by the looks of things. I played the wrong land last turn. Now I'm not going to have access to 4 mana this turn, which could come back to bite us. Alright, that's a good card though. So try to resolve this Daybreak. I'm guessing we're going to get remanded. Although maybe I just try to resolve Rancor 3 times in case he's got 3 remands. So my opponent just not got it. Maybe he repeals. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. If they had it, we'd know by now. Okay. Now we just gotta chill for our opponent to make a decision. Alright, he's got the repel. Interesting that he didn't bounce the Rancor then. Is he gonna try to kill me on empty? Block with Goblino. Go to 1. Block with Baral. Maybe he's got the second Baral in hand and it's legendary, so that's why he's doing that. So Baral's the stronger card, right? Alright, grape shot for 1. I think my opponent just got really unlucky or kept a bit of a poor hand, I'm not sure. I'm sure they're in a very frustrated position though. Another grave shot. Oh god. Remand. Hexproof is quite OP at the moment. Stop him from shooting out our creatures. Almost looks like he's trying to go for an empty here. I don't know, did the order he did that in look funny to you, Alan? Yeah. Because normally you'd lead on the ritual, not the grape shot, remand. Why would you use grape shot face as your first move instead of saving 2 grape shot faces for later? Unless he needed the card draw off the remand. Yeah, didn't have the resource for it. But even then he didn't need to cast 2 grape shots. He could have cast the first one, remanded that. They have ritual, it's 2 more grape shots, right? Yeah. Well, there's the Manamorphose. And then he's got grape shot in hand, and this one's got flashback, so yeah, that's game. Alright, GG. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I did just switch off when he was doing what he was doing. Yeah, we'll keep the list the same. See if we top deck a Graveyard Hate. Alright, what's my hand look like? We can do better. Yeah, this will do. Keep, bottom Dryad. Done. Land. Pass. Did you ever get into Pioneer at all, Alan? Or not? Alright, we'll go our core Spirit Dancer. Hope to untap. It's casting Serum Vision, so that's a good sign. No, you sold much of your collection a month before it was announced? Oh, damn. That's gotta sting. Do you think it's the sort of format you would have got into? I know, like, all of the Abzan players were going crazy about a format to play both Deathrite Shaman and Siege Rhino in. Yeah, maybe? Yeah. I don't know, I almost feel like the format needs fetch lands. I don't know, that's just sort of my opinion. They're banned at the moment, but it needs it. Yeah, you'd like Deathrite with Rhinos? Yeah. I remember seeing people like trying to sell like 40 Siege Rhinos when the format was announced, because the price spiked to like $5 each or something, where they must have been about 50 cents before that. I think the deck gets like Scavenging Ooze too, and Grimflayer, so it has some pretty decent tools. Well, that's a bit frustrating, but at least we got a lot of card draw from it. And we'll just go right back to the same plan, right? There's a Daybreak. And a Goblin. And I guess if he's going to try and go off, it's going to be here. Don't do it, opponent. It's a trap. Opponent's got a lot of mana here. You got Past in Flames. Yep. So he's got even more mana and the ability to cast everything in his graveyard. Except for one blue card, I think. Unless he already had a blue mana floating. We dead. We are super dead. Bottom. Bottom. Put 2 cards on the bottom, yes. Put another 2 cards on the bottom. Opponent is digging hard. Third Serums. Put another 2 cards on the bottom. There's the Gifts Ungiven, and we are dead. Assuming he knows what 4 cards to click on. Yeah, that looks like a pretty we're dead hand to me. GG to Storm. Feel like we can do better. This is not better. Yeah, so keep this one. Bottom Leyline, bottom core. Hope turn 1 Leyline is good. Alright, we're versing an Arkham's Astrolabe deck. Get ready for Blood Moon post-board. Yay! Stoneforge Mystic. Well, that's okay. Land would be really nice here. Yeah, I've versed a lot of these decks. They get like to play 5 colors for free as long as they sink their first turn. It's so dumb. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Except my best fetch is a turn 2 fetch normally, because my deck's mainly white auras, right? So fetching at a basic forest is not as valuable as getting a turn 2 basic planes. But yeah, it's a good point. I've definitely in the past gone, I need to be worried about Blood Moon here, and then fetch strong. It's something easy to do. Like, you can make that link, but then actually executing it in a game is another matter entirely. Looks like we just have the win. Cool bananas. So we are against Bant Snowblade by the looks of it. Remove these. Bring in our Blood Moon hate. Torporob's actually pretty decent here. One of the reasons I put them in the board. And I'm pretty sure we want Rest in Peace for Uro. And Gristburn loses a little bit of value, so we'll take 1 out. Because of the Ice Fang Coddle. Don't think we want Graft Digger's Cage for Graveyard Hate. Maybe we do. We didn't see any green, right? Yeah, but they're running at least 4 colors, these decks. Anything with Arkham's Astrolabe is running 4 colors. They're like all super, super greedy. Might take out a core for a cage, actually. Yeah, you haven't seen the deck and you think I'm probably right, yeah. I've played a lot of, like, Magic Online, and Arkham's decks always go greedy for 4 colors. So they'll have their Sword of Feast and Famine, their Batterskull, their Stoneforge, and then they've got Icefang Coddle, and Uro as their creatures, and they're a lot lighter on permission, which is something I like, but they still do have the Cryptic Command and Mystic Sanctuary lock. Yeah, well, Torporob stops all their creatures, Alan, because it stops like everything that they're doing. Yeah, I'll keep this. You like Spirit Dancer Game 2? Yeah. Spirit Dancer is a really great card. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to play around Blood Moon at the moment, which sort of stinks. So this turn's probably just going to be him playing Coddle, and because of that, I'm just going to rush out the Orb. And then his next turn's probably him playing either Uro or Teferi, and hopefully it's Uro. Yeah, a lot of people bought out some removal. It's true, but they're going to keep in Teferi because it's just a broken card with their Arkham's Astrolabes, right? Because they target their own Arkhams and then get to draw 2 cards. Another one when they recast it. Yeah. Gonna run out on Rancor here. It's actually, this deck has 2 Supreme Verdicts, so I should have played the Hyena Umbra. Yeah, my bad. That's a mistake. Although he just flashed in that second Coddle, so I'm guessing he doesn't have the Verdict in hand. Doesn't have Cryptic Command or anything yet either. I'm gonna try and play around Blood Moon here. I've got 1 Plains in hand, so I can get the Forest off of the Windswept Heath. Or do I just go for my second Plains now? So he got Path. What's my opponent doing? It doesn't have Cryptic Mana. Force of Negation. That's okay. Not a bad draw. Alright, so now we're just going... A second Force of Negation? Wow, man, you're gonna... Pitching Force. Okay, so he's holding a hand with, like, literally just Force of Negations. You wouldn't put them on Moon when they've got Field. Yeah, but a lot of these decks just run Blood Moon to try and deal with Amulet Titan at the moment. So we get splash hated from that. But we do have our double white now. And we got a Force of Vigor if we ever draw a green card. Timely Reinforcements. That's a silly card. He's got more creatures than us, so he didn't get the creature part of it. I'm not sure if our opponent realized that just then. Alright, we're drawing dead, but we're very far ahead anyway. So, here I'm going to play land, hold up Force of Vigor. Concerned about Supreme Verdict at the moment. I've already played a land. Okay, I played in Cycled Horizon Canopy, that's right. Oh, well, we'll hold up Force of Vigor through Slippery Boggle. Now my opponent has Cryptic Mana. Although he's gone for basic planes, and he's got the Supreme Verdict, so that's fine. Well, we've played around it, so that's absolutely fine. We get our Rancor back, we've got a Core Spirit Dancer to reload on here. Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. Alright, opponent's seen enough. So that's that league done. I'm going to go to my deck quickly, just so I can round up the video for YouTube. But yeah, what do you think of the list, Alan? I was running 2 Sentinel's Eyes, but I just cut them for an extra Spider Umbra and an extra Cartouche. I like Sentinel's Eyes, but I don't know, it doesn't seem that amazing to me at the same time. Vigilance isn't as powerful as the other stuff we got happening. But yeah, pretty happy with the list. Could have maybe done with seeing Dramoka's Command against Heliod combo, but that didn't happen, and Suppression Field. But yeah, I mean, that's the same list I've been pretty much running this for like the last couple of weeks with like a couple of small changes. But Torporob was good at the end there against Bant Snowblade, so that was nice. You haven't seen the latest Bogles tech, so you don't have much to say. Yeah, so I'm going to stop this video here and just keep streaming for a bit.